Hiya folks, I'm Grim, and welcome to Grim Grooves. Today we'll be checking out To the End of All Wars from Genshin Impact, a newer song from Natlan that I'm really excited to check out because Natlan music has just always been so phenomenal. Of all the different areas of the game, I'd say that Natlan has been one of my favorites, next to Sumeru, with just how many fantastic songs there's been. I haven't heard a ton from Fontaine, and there's some other areas that I'm not as familiar with, but just overall, every song I've heard from Natlan has just been so exceptional, and I can't wait to check this out. But make sure you hit the like button and subscribe, because I've got so much more to do from Genshin going forward. And also, I'll be streaming Genshin again on my second channel, Grim Goodnight, on Friday, starting at 6 p.m. Pacific time, if you'd like to come watch, because I'm going to get back into streaming weekly over there from now on, and I'm excited to do so because it's been a while since I played Genshin. But anyways, without further ado, let's check out To the End of All Wars. So it's like an alternate version of the main Natlan theme, or maybe it was Anthem of the Savannah. Maybe it's the same. I can't remember the names exactly, but I know I've heard this before in the original orchestral kind of arrangement of the Natlan music, and it's a phenomenal track. But this one is a lot more emotional. There's a lot more energy put into it, action, I guess. Like, it gave me chills when it started coming up, and I even though I know this, like, I've heard the main melody of this song before, it still hit different. Like, it's really interesting, and this is just exceptional so far. This is so much more epic than the original version. Like, I feel like this is almost like a war theme or a battle theme because it feels so intense. Like, there's a deepness to the way that the instruments are being played here that's different than the original. The original was very light for the most part, very airy and carefree. This one is not. This one is very intense. It's very moody. Like, there's so much emotion being poured out of this, and it's almost bringing me to tears just how beautiful this is and how impactful it is. Like, they've designed this clearly to make that impact so much stronger, and I can only think that it probably ties into some kind of crazy like event in the game where you are maybe fighting against some huge battle or something like that, or something's happening where the fate of Natlan itself is at stake or something like that is the vibe I get from this. And it's like reminding you of what you're fighting for, and it's beautiful. It's so well done. Like, man, the composers at Genshin, at Hoyoverse, they're just always so phenomenal, and this is a good example of just how skilled they are, because taking a theme that's already established and changing it so much so it has this extra emphasis and this extra kind of strength to keep you fighting and keep you going onto the next part of your journey or make it through the struggle you're fighting in. Like, this is just fantastic. it's not all one to one from the original theme. There are some variations here, and it's really, again, it still has that heaviness to it, that deep kind of resonance to the melodies and stuff like that. And the drums are just like marching drums, like they're battle drums, like the drums of war is the kind of feel I get from these drums and the percussion. And it's part of the reason why it's so intense and so heavy. But all the other elements are fantastic too. The different flute melodies kind of cascading around, and all these different parts just all come together to create such a fantastic whole of that is this song. It's just, I mean, the end of all wars. It's like you're fighting a battle for a battle to end all battles kind of thing is the idea, I feel, and it's just they captured that perfectly. Strings. And I am almost positive that when I hear this in game, it's going to make me cry. I mean, I almost broke down here just listening to this. It's not even a sadness necessarily. It's that it empowers you so much, and like it makes you feel for the people of this country. This like the whatever situation's going on here. Again, even without the context, I still feel that like it's almost like what's the word I'm looking for? Patriotic. It's almost like you're patriotic for Natlan itself. Like this song is like you're fighting for this country you've probably been working through for all this time, and this is like reminding you what you're fighting for, and it's just absolutely beautiful. Like they did such a fantastic job of taking the original theme and mixing it in such a way that you feel this kind of deep sense of like honor and patriotism for this country and for the people you're fighting for, and it reminds you of the journey you went on along the way. Like it's not all just an intense crazy fight theme. Like there's some softness there's some beauty there, while still being like intense and deep, like deep melodies and well-rounded resonance of those melodies to help you keep feeling that's kind of the reason why you're fighting to keep you fighting. Like it's just such a fantastic feeling that this song conveys, and they did again an excellent job. Like they're obviously masters at what they're doing here, and the way that they're able to do this over and over again with new songs just to keep you like feeling in the moment of the game and feel like the emotions of the situation you're going through are as much conveyed by the story you're listening to and you're experiencing as it is the music that you're feeling, that you're hearing, because it just captures that perfectly. Again, it's very possible that I'm completely off base for all of this and I have no idea what I'm talking about, but I really strongly feel like that's the story that they're trying to tell here, that it's like this is a battle for Natlan and you're there fighting for it, and this song is meant to like push you and remind you of the journey you went on along the way and all that type of like everything I've been saying is how I feel about this song, and it was phenomenal. Like this is probably one of my favorite Natlan songs at this point, and I know I've said that a few times. There's because I keep listening to new songs that are just building more and more onto what there already is. But like, despite the fact this song is not entirely new, there's elements obviously that they're taken from another song. It's very much a remix or another version of the Natlan theme or the Savannah theme. Again, I'm not 100% sure which one it is, but regardless, it just hit me so hard. And again, I haven't played this section of the game yet or anything like that. I don't know anything about the story, but even still, the impact of this song is not lost, even if you don't know the context around the story and things like that, because it tells the story in the song just as well. and this was just, it was beautiful. This is a beautiful song. It was really, really well done. But anyways, thanks for hanging out, watching my reaction. If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Until next time, later days, folks.